And Thursday night lights from Ladd Peebles Stadium in Mobile tonight. There you see the final score. Vigor holding on, beating Faith Academy 21-19, keeping their unbeaten streak intact as they improved to 7-0 with this win. Gerhard, this was not a region game, but it felt like a playoff game in this one tonight.
Most certainly between these two squads, not that very far from one another, but chasing different championships. One a 4A title, one a 5A title. It looks like Vigor's right there in the mix for that state championship that Coach talked about, wanting to be a part of the mix. Here you see Jermaine Coleman really getting the Vigor offense off and rolling. Ends up leading to this touchdown by Benjamin Bennett. 15-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion here by Michael Towner's good. An early 8-0 lead for Vigor. Into the second quarter, a nice play here from Colton Wood to Dorian Smith to be able to get the Rams on the board 18-6. And a nice run here by Mix to keep the chains rolling. They end up getting the fourth down conversion to keep the drive alive. Tough running all game long is what we saw from the Wolves, and it ends up being Ja'Cory Barnes who punches it in for 6 after another tough run there by Mix. 6-yard touchdown run here makes it 15-6 after the extra point. That was our score going into halftime. Meanwhile, in the second half, Faith Academy got really rolling offensively. Colton Wood to Tiny Goodwill. Goodwill on the wide receiver screen really helps break open that offense, and then Wood gets the second half points on the board for the Rams with a touchdown run there. But when the Wolves needed an answer, they got it. They continue to get it through their running game, more so with Mix. And Mickey, you called him an X factor, and he certainly was so. The Rams defense really did show up in certain spots. However, they weren't able to get into the end zone there in that third quarter. Then in the fourth, the pressure just kept coming and kept coming. But the Rams offense continued to make plays down the stretch. And then Coleman, with this nice run here, being able to help spring that offense a little bit more forward. And then the big play right here on third down to keep those chains moving, really a backbreaker. And then Mix used his feet all game long here, stays in bounds on the big third down run. Then they get into the end zone with Jermaine Coleman. An 11-yard touchdown run made it 21-12. Then the onside kick here by Vigor, really bold play, heads up awareness play. The punt block here by the Rams really set them up in great field position, and they would take advantage when they get the ball down there. An 11-yard touchdown strike from Wood to Tiny and Goodwill. That cut it to a 2-point game at 21-19. Last chance here, no good for the Rams.
Coach, final question. Speaking of that, obviously that's your goal. You're 7-0. You've been very impressive so far this year. I know you're taking it one game at a time. Speak, if you will, just overall about the pride of this Vigor football program. So much tradition. I know you've got to be happy to be at the helm and seeing the success your young men have had so far this season.
Right, and I realized that when I got there, Vigor reminded me of my high school at Miami Central, with the tradition and the legacy. And when I noticed the guys that was on the wall there, I didn't realize a lot of them guys played here at a little old place called Pritchett, Alabama. But it's a talented team. And like I said, we set our goals in the beginning of the year. We wanted to beat our rival Blunt. We wanted to make sure we play on December 3rd and win it on December 3rd. We talked about winning 5 in a row. We started off the season and won 5 in a row because we know at the end of the year we got to win 5 in a row. So our goals and our vision is still intact. And I talk to our guys all the time, about focus. And I tell them, our focus may not create an undefeated season, but it shouldn't hurt us in a championship season. So that's what we really geared up towards, trying to prepare for that. And every day we come to work, we try to prepare for playing on December 3rd.
21-19 to remain unbeaten on the season at 7-0.